Sunday the 24th over here at Aubrey's, and got the oh, what team is that? Chiefs?
Oh yeah,
the
Chiefs that are right now winning. Please.
There they are. Hope that worked.
Right.
But yeah, there we go. So
and Annabelle.
and you've got a whole bunch of mail right there.
I've got 4.
Ooh, nice.
And some of them are kind of thick. Okay.
Nice. All right, let's see what we got.
First one is from Magnolia, Texas.
Okay.
Give a guess on who this one is.
Magnolia, Texas. I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, you want to open this next
Chiefs
one?
in victory formation right now, so back-to-back Super Bowls about to happen right now.
Yeah, baby. And this is from Doug.
Oh, Doug Drabeck. Nice.
Drabeck.
It's a former Cy Young winner right there. Personalized them all, looks like, as he usually does.
Wait, how can you tell?
It says right at the top there, to Aubrey.
Oh, to Aubrey.
Yep.
They're all to me.
Yay.
My kids don't get any. Even though I signed their names on it. But I wrote the letter, so dang it, they're mine.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, sweet. Okay, this one is... Oh, that's a long note. This one we got from Spring, Texas, and it is Phil Garner.
Phil Garner, very nice.
And a nice skinny signature on that one.
Yeah.
Look how nice that is. Oh, goodness. Okay. So it says, ladies, I grew up playing sandlot baseball. That's how I learned. Second base was my favorite position. Longest game played was a 1986 playoff game. Astros versus the Mets. We lost that game 6... Oh. We lost that game...
Lost that game 6, and the Mets went to the World Series.
Okay, well, you know, I'm like, okay, well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
I did like to travel. Of course, we stay in the best hotels. Sometimes the crowds could be overbearing.
Overbearing, possibly, yeah.
Yeah, however, most of the time it was enjoyable. Be careful of what you are being taught today. Be curious about everything and seek the truth.
That's great.
That is awesome. I wonder if he knows I'm a grown-up. I mean, I said I'm writing on behalf of the kids. She'll hear
Yeah,
this.
I'm sure.
But that's good. Still good.
It's good advice for the
Good
kids.
advice.
Yeah.
Good advice for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. Okay. That's very nice. Thank you, Phil.
Mommy, what does it mean?
Well, I'll tell-
battery tablet thing.
I don't know, but we'll talk about that in a minute. This next one came from Chesterfield, Missouri, which is outside St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. Former home of the St. Louis Bandits hockey team. They play out Chesterfield.
Oh.
Used to go there occasionally.
Here, you can open this last one. And this is from Boots Day.
Boots Day.
Boots Day.
One of the best names out there in baseball.
Oh, definitely. Do you think his real name is actually Boots?
I forget what it is, but they started calling him Boots when he was like a week old, and it just stuck with him ever since.
Okay, well, that's cool. And this last one is being opened by my assistant here. Oh, you're going to do all of it? Okay. Can I look at the envelope real fast? There's no note in that one. Looks like it came from Bradenton, Florida. We have a dancer on this side.
Nice.
Appreciating. And it's Marvis Foley.
Oh, nice. Former Ranger. He's a minor league coach now. Yay.
And he looks happy, doesn't he?
Can I
Look
show
happy?
it? Can I show it?
Yeah, you want to show this? Sister?
What you got? And 2 more right there. Nice.
Very nice. Thanks, Marvis.
Yay. So there you go. 4 in this past week.
Yay.
And hopefully we'll have more coming up later this week. I'm going to
yes.
be putting this as the starter there for this coming week and all that. But yeah.
Should be good.
Cool. Well, thanks again for checking this out. And hopefully we'll have some from Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that coming up right after this.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. It is Monday, the 25th of January. And, excuse me, we have 5 envelopes sitting here. Now, I thought these were the ones that I was waiting on from back on what's now last Friday, because one came in here that is totally handwritten on it, but unfortunately, no, it's not one of those, it's not the one from way back, but still it's something that has been out for quite a while, so we'll save that one for last. I'm going to go through the ones here that I'm pretty sure I know what they are. So, excuse me, without further ado, we'll start with this one. The initials on it are J.A., no postmark on it, but I believe this is going to be former offensive lineman, played tackle for the Chiefs mostly, John Alt. His son actually is a NHL player right now as well. I'm spending some time both the NHL and AHL, but yeah, there we go. Got John Alt back today. Show these 2 off. Because I'm always a fan of the 90 and 91 Pro sets, so there you go. Show those 2 off. Those ones were sent out right around the end of the year, so about, a month or so turnaround on that. Not bad at all. Moving on from there, let's see here. Initials on this one, we've got, again, no postmark on, but the initials are BE. think this one is going to be a former Chicago Bears receiver in Bobby Engram. And yeah, that's who we've got. Former Penn Stater there as well, Nittany Lion. And there we go. Sent around the same time there, so about a 1 month turnaround or thereabouts. I think I sent around then at least. Moving right along, this one postmarked from St. Paul, Minnesota, and the initials on it are CN. I just looked this one up a minute ago. Oh, I think it's this might be Craig Newsom. I'm not sure. Wrote on the back of the envelope, "No more cards, please. Thanks." So okay, guess Craig Newsom does not want any more mail, or at least whoever this is. Like I said, I think it's gonna be Craig Newsom. And yes, that is indeed who we've got here. Signed in red Sharpie on those. Comes out very nice. So there you go. Looks like he may be a one request per person signer, something like that possibly, but whatever. I'm perfectly happy with getting those 3 cards signed that came back in there. And the last one we've got, where I know who these, or know reasonably well who they are, is RM, Spokane, Washington. I looked this one up and I already forgot who it is. Yeah, so let's find out here. RM, oh, that's right. This was former Seahawks and Saints running back Ruben Mays. He didn't sign the Seahawks one, but did sign these ones here, so we'll show off right there. So, good stuff right there. One of those 1990 high numbers there. You don't get those in the packs. Those had to be acquired as a separate box set. And so, like I said, we've got one more here that I have no idea who this is. It's postmarked from Tampa, St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm going to take a guess on this. This one might be an indoor soccer one, and it might be Chico Borja. It's a total guess at this point. I'm really not anywhere close to being certain on it. Let's see here. No, this one is a baseball one, and this is, wow, this is Andy McGaffigan I sent off to. But he signed all 4 cards that I had in there, and yeah, this, I mean, it would have been maybe 2017 that I mailed this one off, so it's been out for quite a while there. I'll have to look that one up to be sure, but yeah, so there you go. 5 envelopes in, one of which took quite a while to get back, so very happy with everything I've gotten in here today. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Yesterday we had, of course, Aubrey on there. Today we've got starting off the regular delivery week, so hopefully I have a lot more coming up during the week. Like I said, my ones from last Friday still not here yet, so hopefully those aren't too far behind, though. And maybe we'll have them at some point this week. Not holding my breath, though. Hopefully right hopefully right up next here, we've got some from Tuesday. Hey, everybody, it is Tuesday, the 26th of January. Got 2 in the mail today. It was supposed to be 3, but unfortunately, whoever RP from Indianapolis, Indiana is, that one did not show up today, so hopefully it'll be here tomorrow and doesn't join the other missing, 3, 4, 5, whatever they were from what's now a week and a half ago. But, like I said, I do have 2. So we'll start with this first one. This is, I didn't look either of these up, by the way, so we're all going to be surprised. But this one is MW from Las Vegas, Nevada. If I had to guess, this might be a music-related one. And I think it is. Looks like there's an extra photo in here as well. Hopefully my card is there too. Yes, it is. And yeah, that is exactly what I was thinking. And this is Mary Wilson of the Supremes. Wrote on my index card, to Drew, thank you for your support. Mary Wilson, the Supremes, or Mary Wilson of the Supremes 2021. There you go. And she also enclosed a photo with a signature on the back. Said, to Drew, thanks for your request. Dreams do come true. Touch Ms. Mary Wilson, 2021 of the Supremes. There you go. Cool. So, hey, a great one there. She added in a second one without me even having to ask about it. And we've got one more here, and this is going to be from BH of Cleveland, Ohio. Again, I don't know who this one is, but based on the stamps, this one goes back a few months. Some point, probably during summer or early fall. And BH of Cleveland, Ohio is a hockey one, and this is Brian Holzinger. He's a guy that I got in person a few times, played briefly with the Cleveland Lumberjacks, but he was a graduate of Padua High School in Parma, Ohio. And my old school, University School, used to play against Padua quite a bit in hockey. We both part of the Red North Division during my time there. Had a heck of a JV hockey rivalry with them as well that I played in. I didn't start skating seriously until I was 16, so I was little bit behind the curve from everybody else. So, I mean, even on the JVs, I was like last guy off the bench typically, and like, oh, we're up by 5. Cool. Yeah, we can put Drew in for a couple shifts. All right, cool. But yeah, he played for Padua and eventually made it on the NHL. So he signed several, including those 2 right there. Like I said, he's a guy I've gotten in person a few times. I actually have a puck from his high school rink signed by him as well. So nice to add some cards there to the collection as well. So 2 successes in here today. Like I said, hopefully, excuse me, hopefully the one from Indianapolis comes in tomorrow, at the very least, and maybe some other ones coming in tomorrow as well. We'll see what happens. I mean, got to keep the streak alive. We're up to, I think, 8 days in a row now with successes. So hopefully that continues on tomorrow, and if it does, well, then right now you're going to see those Wednesday successes. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, I believe, the 27th, and we got a pretty big mail day going on right here. 4 envelopes. Talk about one of the, well, 2 of them here in a moment. Also, a box. Go ahead and go through the box first, since I know exactly what this is. Courtesy of my friend Ray out in Baltimore. He's a longtime indoor soccer collector. He's decided to kind of get out of the hobby, or at least cut his collection back a bit. And so he offered me up some items for sale before he puts the rest out there. And clearly, I jumped at the chance because it's a golden opportunity to complete some, or get closer to completing the sets that I'm working on. So we worked a deal here so I could get, I think it was 64, maybe 65 autographs total for this project that I'm doing. Doesn't finish it all up, but it gets me a very nice chunk out of the way, of including some very tough ones to get. A couple guys who are deceased now. A few multi-signed cards I need. A few guys that are kind of tough to get, just that don't like signing if they can avoid it. I think we got them all out of there. All right, so make sure that's everything. I think it is. And so we'll go through those real quick here before we get into the TTMs. Got some, let's see here. See an 88 Topps baseball in there as well. Interesting. See what the deal is with that. Maybe just a little extra padding or something there. There we go. Yeah, it looks like a little extra padding on there with some 88 Topps baseballs. So let's see what we've got here. Take those off. Tape aside right there. And quickly go through a bunch of these. So the 92-93 NPSL set was the last one that Pacific put out related to indoor soccer. But there's an example of one from there. That's the Chris Zanto card. Chris Zanto, Richie Williams, Russ Prince, Artur Wirot, Tony Cesar, Saeed Bakhtiari, Larry Julius, Jason Puthoff, Doug Kriska, Dan O'Keefe, Brian Engie, and Chris Pete, along with the Pacific Picks the Pros gold insert here with Fahmi El-Shami on it. Cool looking set there. 10 card insert for it. Also some from a set that I don't have any from until now. It's the 99-2000 Rooks Sports set. They did the whole NPSL, and so we've got some more recent Cleveland Crunch players. Kia Zolgarnayan here was actually one of the assistant soccer coaches at my high school a number of years after I graduated. Did that, let's say, late 2000s, early 2010s, somewhere in there. But yeah, Kia was a coach. I've also got Goran Vasic, Tommy Tanner, Scott Schweitzer, Andy Schmetzer, Nicky Ristic, Otto Orff, Bruce Miller, the great Hector Marinero, all-time leading scorer in all of indoor soccer history. Oh, we've also got Chad James, Lester Felician, Alan Eller, Troy Dusowski, Oscar Dragicevic, Nick DiCello, Jeff Deist, Adam Cornett, Denny Ciorne, Juan Castillo, and Sean Boney. Sean Boney was one of my favorite players. This dude was like, what, 6'8" or so? 6'7", 265, largest player in NPSL history. It mentions on the back of his card there. Yeah, I mean, he was, let's see, not a big-time goal scorer for them. 29 games, he had 2 3-point goals, 16 2-point goals, 12 assists for 50 points, and 26 penalty minutes as well. Not afraid to throw the body around there and use that size a bit if he had to. But, yeah, real happy to get those ones back. The crunch ones there at the end, not exactly for the set project, but I'm always interested in any kind of crunch and force stuff there like those. So, very happy to be able to get a hold of those. I got a few friends that will absolutely love seeing those, I'm sure. And now let's see here, move into the other batch here. This one will have more from the sets that I have been working heavily on for a while. So among those, let's see here, a couple more protection cards right there. But we've got the, excuse me, the Godfrey Ingram error card. You'll notice his name, Godfry, instead of the correct spelling on the back, Godfrey. He's got both the corrected version and the error version. I've got both of those signed now. I had the error version signed too, but it was signed on the back, so very happy to get this one that's signed on the front. Picked up Terry Rowe, Gary Stanley, Dennis Meefum. This guy has been impossible for me to find. I know he does a lot of real estate dealings in the Cleveland area, but every address I've tried him at, no response. Never gotten any return to senders on any of them, except maybe I think one that I tried to send through his wife. Got Pasquale DeLuca, Poli Garcia, the error of Gary Etherington. They spelled his last name wrong. That's another one where I have it signed on the back. Now I have it signed on the front. I need to get the corrected version signed on the front now as well. Also Steve Kinsey. And so with this set, I am now one card away from having this set finally totally done. It's Hugo Perez is the last one that I need. I know he's alive. He was working with USA Soccer up until somewhat recently, so I've still got a chance of getting it. Let's see here. Eric Dade is another one of the NPSL ones that was in there. Got some from the 88-89 set, including Alan Hinton. Also, got Tom Kane, Slobo, excuse me, Slobo Ilizhevsky, and Billy Ronson, both of whom are deceased. David Byrne, whom I tried mailing to twice in South Africa. The first time got bounced back because there's no mail going over there due to coronavirus restrictions. I tried mailing a second time, and it hasn't gotten bounced back yet, but I checked in with him. He said he hasn't received it yet, but he'll keep an eye out for it. Moving on to my favorite design of all time, the 89-90 MISL set. Excuse me one moment. Much better. So we've got Marcel Losveld signed in blue pen. I actually got this one signed by sending to him over in the Netherlands. Unfortunately, he tried signing it with a marker first, and the marker was pretty bad, so he went over with the blue pen, so it's like signed twice. So this one, definitely better, just has a single signature on it and looks just fine. Also, Pedro De Brito and Rick Blubaugh. About maybe 8 away from having that set signed, I think. Something like that. Moving on to the 1991 set, looks like that, and I got Arturo Velasco, as you see here. It's the first year I did a glossy front on it. They also expanded out from 110 cards up to 220 in this set, so a much larger set, tougher to complete, but working my way through it. So we got a Velasco that you saw there, we've got Kader, we've got David Ice, another one where I had it signed on the back, now I have it signed on the front. Dali, who I actually mailed to over in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Got it back from him, but it was severely water damaged. The signature is just all smeared and everything on it, so very happy to get a hold of that one to help upgrade that. We've got Ed Anibal. We've got the late Dominic Mobilio. Died of a heart attack, I believe it was, in 2004. Dual signed here of Wes Wade and Mobilio. That's better. Got referee Gino DiPolito. We've got the Kai Hoskevy and Brian Quinn. I had that one signed just by Hoskevy, and when I mailed to Quinn, it took me 2 years to get it back from him, so I didn't want to take the risk of sending it and moving, you know, or sending it and having it never come back, something like that, so glad to pick that one up. Let's see here, we've got the Paul Wright and, what's the other one? Paul Wright and Kevin Smith card, signed by both of them. I had that one signed by just Smith, glad to get that one finished off. So we got the 91-92 set there. Chris Haywood, I think Haywood may be over in the UK, if I remember right, so... No, he's a U.S. citizen, so maybe not, but either way, I haven't been able to get him yet, so glad to be able to pick that one up. Also, Paul Pesce Solido, who I know that he's over in the U.K. I believe his wife is or was a member of Parliament over there at one point. And I mentioned before, okay, well, I'll show off the Earl Foreman there as well. MISL Commissioner, former part owner of the Flyers, and I believe the Virginia Squires in the ABA. Died a few years ago. And then I mentioned before I had some multiplayer cards that I picked up in there, including this one of the San Diego Sockers 90-91 All-Stars. This one is signed by all 5 members of the squad there. Wad Hermes, Kevin Crow, Victor Noguera, Paul Wright, and Brian Quinn. That'd be a very tough one to complete there for me because mean, it took me forever to get Hermes. He was the first one I was able to get on here. Kevin Crowe would be very easy to get. Paul Wright, not sure on Wright. I've tried him with no luck before. And then I mentioned Quinn before. He took 2 years for me, and Victor Nogueira does not sign by mail at all. So be able to get this one already signed by all 5. Huge, huge addition right there. I've got the Kansas City Comets one, signed by 3 out of the 5 on it. It's, let's see. I believe that is that? Yeah, it's Kim Rontved, Ian Fraser, and Carl Valentine. Valentine is up in Canada, works, I believe, with the Vancouver Whitecaps in the MLS. Got, let's see. Fraser, I tried mailing this to Fraser and never got it back. Who else? It was no, it's not Gosens. Did I say? Yeah, it was Jan Gosens. He's in the U.S. He'll sign. Or is it? No, it's Kim Rontved, I said. Yeah, it's Kim Rontved that signed it. So Rontved lives here in the U.S. It's Gosens that is overseas. I think he's in Denmark, I want to say. Gotten him once before successfully. Tried him a second time with this one signed by a couple players and never saw it again. So not sure what I'll do there. Jim Gorsek, I think, is here in the U.S. now. I think he may be in Oregon, if I remember right. I don't remember off the top of my head, but either way, I can probably send this off to Gorsek and get that one signed. I'll just have to hope for something on Jan Gosens to be able to finish this whole thing off, but at least it's potentially doable. So that's good. And last one is the big one. This is the Baltimore Blast team card, or Team All-Stars card. I have this one signed by, I think, 4 out of the 6. And the 2 that I don't have it signed by are deceased. But Scott Manning, I've been able to get him a couple times by mail. Dale Mitchell, I actually emailed him, and he said, yeah, here's my address, mail it on up. And so I sent it up to him in Canada. Bruce Savage, who is living in Florida now, I believe, got him. I got Kenny Cooper, both by mail and in person. He lives right here in Texas. He used to live in the Dallas area. Not sure if he's still there or not, but I think he might be. But Billy Ronson and Dominic Mobilio, both deceased. Mobilio, like I said before, died 2004. Billy Ronson, I want to say 2016, 2017, something like that. But signed by all 6 of those guys, so 2 of these ones completely finished off. So many other single ones I need for my sets. Huge thanks to my friend Ray for hooking me up with those and offering me up a really great deal on all that. So, yeah, huge chunk of set needs taken out right there. A couple of upgrades on some autographs I had that weren't the best condition as well. So, yeah, real happy to get those. So, I mentioned just a minute ago a surprise that I'm very happy with, but also kind of bewildered by. And that is, well, have you ever gotten your own self-addressed stamped envelope marked return to sender? Because I just did, twice. This is one of the ones that I had mentioned was supposed to come to me a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks now, back, not this most recent Friday, but the Friday before that. And as you see, it has my rubber stamp that I use for my return address on the top there, and the one I use on my regular self-addressed stamped envelopes there as well. Exact same address on both. Both easy to read, and somehow this one got marked return to sender. This is not even the first time this has ever happened to me either, which is really weird. But yeah, either way, I mean, this one came back, but kind of bewildered as to how and why that would possibly happen. Happened to me with a Deion James success a number of years ago. Now it's happened to me with this one, and this other one that came in recently as well. This one, I'll cover that one up. I didn't do the whiteout on it, but you'll see that one's handwritten there, so it's been out quite a while. And that's one of the ones I was really excited and looking forward to getting back and seeing who it was, and then took another week and a half to get here. I mean, I figure it's been, I think, 2016 when I probably mailed that one out, so hey, what's another week and a half, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and open these up. This is RL from Sacramento, California, so you'll notice it did get the Sacramento postmark there. And then, yeah, whatever. Let's take a look here. I believe there's going to be baseball player Randy Lurch that is in this one. And that is who we've got. He also put an advertisement for his book as well, right there. But yeah, he signed the cards I sent. We'll show off the Expos and one of the Phillies ones here. Oh, that's 78 there. Looks cool. It was like 78 design enough there. I've got a lot of it, so there you go. A couple of them from Randy Lurch right there, signed 3 out of 3. The other one that was in there was the 81 tops, so good stuff there. So let's go ahead and dig into this one. This one, like I said, 2016, I think, based on the stamp and the fact that it's handwritten and all this stuff, but postmarked from Mobile, Alabama. I think this might be Lance Johnson, because I've been seeing a whole bunch of really old mail-outs to him suddenly getting signed and returned. So that's what I'm hoping for, because I sent him around that time, never saw it again. And that is exactly who we've got here. Signed all 4 cards that I sent, and we'll show off these 2. I'm going to show this one off especially because, I mean, just the photo on it is amazing. I mean, this is one of my favorite photos that's ever been put on a card. It's his 92 Stadium Club right there taking batting practice. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, hey, this guy signs. It would look really cool signed. Let's send it out. And so just as I was getting ready to send it out, he stopped signing. It was like 2014, I think. It's like, oh, okay, well, we'll hold off on that then. Start signing again, 2016 or thereabouts. I mail it out, and suddenly everything that was sent around that time never came back. So I'm like, well, oh well, I tried, whatever. And now here we are, 4.5 years later, it's coming back to me. So good stuff there. This one was supposed to come in yesterday, actually. Glad to see it here today. Its initials are RP, and it's from Indianapolis, Indiana. I think this is going to be former Colts running back Roosevelt Potts. One of the, there's a real string of huge running backs there in the NFL for a while. This dude was probably about 250 or so, I think. Let's see, what does it say there? Yeah, 250, 6'0", 258. And, but yeah, I mean, he had a couple big seasons there with the Colts, but there you go. Signed those ones for me. 3 total out of him. Great stuff right there. And so we've got one more envelope to open. This one I didn't check on, and I don't have any idea who it is. No postmark on it. Initials are HJ, and if you can see that, that is a very thick envelope going on right there. So I don't know what's going on here, but we'll find out. Barely stayed sealed. This is, it's a football one, courtesy of Harold Jackson. And wow, yeah, he sent a lot of extra stuff in here. Some information on the Retired Players Congress. There you go. Talks about what they do. Advertisement there. Whoops. Try to get so light isn't reflecting off of it too bad. Oh, looks like a folded up note or something here as well. This is... Harold Jackson is selling t-shirts, apparently. When football was football. Looks like possibly a fundraiser or something for that Retired Players Congress. He also signed the protective index card that was in there, personalized it as well, and some career stats, 5 Pro Bowls. Played for the Rams, Eagles, and Patriots there, number 29. And signed both cards I put in. Mentioned he's a 5-time Pro Bowler, personalized them to Drew. Great stuff right there. Wow, definitely was not expecting that. So, good stuff there. 2 football ones, 2 baseball ones, and a soccer purchase all rolling into the mailbox today. Big day here on the Wednesday. So hopefully we'll have some more coming up tomorrow to talk about. We'll let you know, obviously, if it follows up right here, great. If not, well, then hopefully we'll have some Friday or Saturday ones to follow here as well. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you hopefully with a little bit more right now. It's Thursday the 28th, and we've got one in the box there. As you can see, it was postmarked on the back accidentally there, but it's from Houston, as you can see. And the initials on it are DK. See if you can figure that one out. Football one, I'll tell you that much. And it's a guy who put up some absolutely ridiculous college numbers before going to the NFL and not putting up ridiculous numbers. If you haven't been able to think of it yet, then I'll go ahead and show it off now. And that is David Klingler, former quarterback of Houston, of course, where he, let's see here, I think he had like a 700-yard game at one point. Yeah, threw 5 more touchdowns in a game 8 times, threw for 400 more yards in a game 13 times. Completed 30 or more passes in a game 14 times. That was across his entire college career, I believe. But yeah, his last 2 seasons at Houston, when he was finally started after Andre Ware got drafted. Let's see, 374 of 643 for 5,140 yards and 54 TDs. Intercepted 20 times. Next year, 3,388 yards, 278 of 498, 29 TDs, 17 interceptions. And then, yeah, went on to the NFL and didn't quite come close to duplicating those numbers. His first full season as a starter, he was 190 of 343. That's only 55% completion. Under 2,000 yards, 6 TDs, 9 interceptions. Not quite the same numbers, but yeah, still hell of a college career for the guy. So very happy to get those ones back. Signed all 4 cards that I sent. And so there you go. That's our only envelope of the day. Thanks for tuning in again. hopefully we're going to finish off the week right. Friday and Saturday coming up after this, if I get any in on those days. We'll find out. Friday the 29th, got two things in the mail right here. We've got a TTM and we have a trade. We'll go ahead and take a look at that trade first. One courtesy of sportscollectors.net. And gets me a few needs for one of the projects that I'm working on right now. Let's see, quick note in there saying thanks for the trade. I'll help my 92 Flitter collection a lot. Appreciate your help with that. Hope these 3 Diamond Kings help towards your goal of completing your Diamond King collection. Enjoy. Thanks again, Manny. And so, yeah, there you go. I got 3 needs for the Diamond King sets. First up is the 85 Donruss Frank Viola. Also got the 84, I believe this is. 84, 83, 82, somewhere around there. It wasn't 84. Which year was this? I think it's an 83 on these. I could be wrong. It's either 83 or 82. They're kind of tough to tell apart. But Reggie Zisk. And also John Mayberry. So, picked up 3 needs right there. Glad to get those in. Sent, I think it was like 5 92 Fleers for this guy's set. So, glad to be able to help him out. Hopefully those will be to him in the next couple of days as well. And like I said, we've got a TTM here, and it is from Raleigh, North Carolina, Research Triangle region. Initials on it are TG, and I believe this is going to be a former, part of the Long Snapper collection. Former Patriot, former Brown. I believe this is going to be Tim Goad. What's in this one? Also used to be a Jackman on a NASCAR team crew, if I remember right. And yeah, we do indeed have Tim Goad right here in these. Signed all 4 that I sent. Here's the 2 that we'll show off for those. So there you go. So there you go. Yeah, I think he only played 95 with the Browns. He's a Patriot from, let's say, 87 or 88, somewhere around there, all the way up to about 94. Played for the Browns for a year. May have gone somewhere after the Browns. Not certain, though. But yeah, handled some of the snapping for the Patriots there. I think he was, I think he did a lot of the place kicks and occasionally would stand in on punts whenever something happened to the main punt snapper or they cut him, which happened a number of times in New England there. But yeah, there you go. Good stuff in the mailbox today. Hopefully we'll have more coming up tomorrow on Saturday. If so, it's coming up right now. Hey everybody, it is Saturday. Got 3 items in the mailbox here. One's a purchase, 2 are TTMs. Also gonna have an announcement to make at the end of this video as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at these. We'll start first with the purchase. It's gonna be not autographed stuff, but it's gonna be stuff that's gonna be going out to hopefully be autographed soon. Bought a few on Sport Lots, and since I've got my Canadian stamps in finally that I still haven't had a chance to use yet, figure, all right, let's go ahead and get a few here that I need. So, mailing a few off here. I've already got 2 cards for this guy. I want to get a 3rd one, though, of Christian Matt, formerly of the Colorado Avalanche. Also, I believe, briefly, a Cleveland Lumberjack as well, if I remember right. One guy that I thought I had a card of, and then it turns out that I didn't. So I went and picked up 3 of him, is John Garrett, former goalie for a number of teams. I thought I had a, let's see, it would have been maybe his 81 card or thereabouts. I think it was with the Whalers on it, I think. I could be totally wrong on that. Looked around, couldn't find it anywhere, though, so if I find it in the next couple of days when I do some resorting here, then great, I'll afford to send to him. If not, I've got 3 there. And another guy that I had 1 for and wanted to get a few more of, and did, is Dennis Polonich. Former tough guy for the Red Wings, smaller tough guy at that. He was listed at 5'6", let's say. Yeah, 5'6", 170 during his career, but big penalty minute numbers. I mean, his first season in the NHL was 75-76. He played 57 games and put up 302 minutes in the box. So, yeah, he's one of several kind of smaller tough guys there in the 70s. Guys like him, Stan Jonathan wasn't much bigger than that. Gary Howard, of course, so... yeah, hoping to add him to the collection there as well. So, let's go ahead and get into these TTMs. I didn't look up to see who they are, so... yeah, your guess is going to be as good as mine on these. First one is postmarked from West Virginia, and the initials on it are CL. I think it's a football one. It's got the Jim Thorpe stamp on it. Right there. Let's find out who this is. Got what's either my letter folded up around it for protection, or possibly a note back. Looks like probably just my, yeah, I think it's just my letter folded up around it. Find out here real quick. Oh, there we go. He actually wrote a short note at the bottom saying, I grew up a Browns fan as well because of my dad. And this is former Vikings cornerback Carl Lee. There we go. really cool to get something like that back there. Just that, brief blurb saying, oh yeah, hey, grew up a Browns fan too. All right, awesome. So let's see here. Lee was born in 61, so he might have been able to see just the end of the Browns' really solid years there in the 60s and all that. So, hey, that's pretty cool. So let's move on. We have one from San Diego with the initials of TK on it. Again, I really don't know who this one's going to be. Feels like it's cards in here, so not a musician at least. And okay, yeah, there we go. This is former Vikings quarterback. Oh, so wow, getting crazy on the Vikings here in the mail today. We got Tommy Kramer. And there you go. So, good stuff there once again. As the streak continues, I think I'm up to 12 delivery days in a row right now. So, yeah, getting crazy on everything here this week. Hopefully, going to be able to mail some more out here pretty soon. Picking up some new envelopes today, or no, some new notebooks today. I like using wide-ruled paper, and all we had around here was college-ruled. So, haven't been able to write anything until hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get crazy on all this stuff. Like I said, got an announcement as well. My channel passed 100 subscribers fairly recently. My Twitter account also just hit 100 subscribers during this past week. And earlier this week, I marked my 10,000th autograph that I have acquired either in person or by mail since moving down to the Dallas-Fort Worth area here in 2013. So, in honor of that, I am going to have a giveaway over on my Twitter. Go and check that out if you haven't. I'm at DFWGrapher on Twitter. Give it a follow. And I should have a tweet put up here very soon. It's probably going to be up already, but it'll be probably my most recent one once this goes up. And do what it says in there, but I'm going to be giving away a block of 30 autographed cards. I'm not going to show too much of what's in it. I'm going to try to keep as much of it a surprise as I can. But there you go. You get the Ken Suarez on top, and there's a racing one on the bottom there, Mark Martin. So you get an idea of who's going to be in there a little bit. There's going to be one guaranteed Hall of Famer rookie card signed in this block as well. One winner takes all. It's going to be a random draw. Just see the tweet there. Like, retweet. Like, retweet, and follow, basically, is what you got to do to be entered for a chance to win. But, hopefully that'll get me some more subscribers on there. It'll get me some more followers on Twitter. And, hopefully find some others to follow and subscribe to as well. So make sure you get on that if you're on the Twitter. If you're not, well, go and sign up, I guess. I don't know. That's my only advice there. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Here's the end of the week. So make sure you're checking out sportscardforum.com. Lots of great info on there. Huge TTM section. A lot of really great addresses you can find on there. And of course, if you haven't done it on here, hit that subscribe button somewhere down below the thing here, somewhere down there. You'll find it. It just says subscribe. Hit it. You'll be updated every time that I post something new. So once again, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll have a great week in the mailbox next week as well.